Welcome back to AutoCAD 2014, 5 tips in 5 minutes, or 5 and 5. Today's topic, preparing to plot. Step number 1, preparing layout space. Here's a fairly typical AutoCAD drawing. A number of objects in model space, text, dimensions, lines, blocks, and so on. I want to set this drawing up to plot, and I'm going to plot this drawing from layout space. So I'll begin by left-clicking on Layout 1, down at the lower left corner of my screen. This is a fairly typical Layout 1. It will have a mock-up of a piece of paper, it will show you the margin, and typically you'll have a viewport showing everything in model space without regard to scale. I'll begin by inserting my border. I'll change layers to my ANOTTLB, my title block layer. I'll click Insert. Search for my 11 by 17 title block. And this title block I want to insert at 0, 0 at a rotation factor of 0. So basically I'll leave all my specify on screen boxes unchecked and I'll hit OK. This title block is attributed, and this dialog box you're seeing here allows me to edit my title block. For now I'll just say OK. Now zoom back a little bit and you can see I've got a border, I've got a piece of paper, and they don't quite fit each other. But we're going to fix that. Step 2, creating a new page setup. To create a new page setup, I'll go to my Layout tab. On the Layout tab, there's a Layout panel, and on the Layout panel we have a Page Setup button. In the Page Setup Manager, I'll go ahead and click New. It's a good idea to name your page setup something memorable, something that might create the expectation of what you'll receive at output. Here I'll call my page setup 11 by 17 PDF. I'll start with none and I'll hit OK. First thing I'll do is I'll choose my printer. This will be a PDF printer called DWG to PDF PC3. I'll then choose my paper size. I want to go with ANSI Expand B 11 by 17. What to plot, I'll choose extents. This is why I bring the border in first. The border has redefined the extents of layout space. I want my plot centered. I'll check center and I'll check a preview. So far so good. I have nice even white space on all 4 sides. I'll exit preview, and finally I'll choose my plot style table. For a black and white print, I'm going to use monochrome plot style table. This comes right out of the box with AutoCAD, no setup required. Choose monochrome, and at that point I'll check display plot style, which effectively puts me in print preview every time I enter layout space. I'll hit OK. And then finally, you need to set this 11 by 17 PDF page setup current. So with it highlighted, click Set Current, and now you've attached this page setup to your layout. I'll close Page Setup Manager and I'll hit Save. Step 3, creating a new viewport. As you can see, this drawing already has a viewport, but I want to delete this viewport and create a new one from scratch. To do that, I'll go back up to the Layout tab of the ribbon and I'll click Rectangular on the Layout Viewports panel. Single left click opens up a flyout. The next left click will start the command Rectangular. I'm asked to specify the first corner of viewport. I'll object snap the upper left corner of the border. I'll come down to the right side and object snap the right corner of the border. That ends the command. I've now got a custom fit viewport for my drawing, and you can see my drawing nicely through this viewport. Step 4, editing viewport scale. When you're in layout space in a drawing and the word paper is showing in your application status bar, that's an indication that if you have a viewport, it's currently closed. I'll left click the word paper, and the word paper is replaced with a scale, a lock, and the word model. This is an indication that the viewport is open for editing. The number you see here on this menu is the current scale of the viewport, not recognized by industry. So I'll go ahead and left click on this menu, which will show me some industry recognized scales, and I can begin to experiment with different scales for my drawing. Just by clicking the scale, I'll click 1/64 of an inch equals 1 foot. That's too small. I'll try 1/2 inch equals a foot. That's too big. I'll try 3/16 of an inch equals 1 foot. That's just about perfect. Once you find the scale that's right for your drawing, single left click the button that's called Lock Unlock Viewport. That will lock the scale of your viewport to what you've set it to, like we have here, 3/16. Lock it. Once you've locked it, go ahead and click the word Model. That closes your viewport. And then the final thing I'll do before I print is I'll hit Save. My drawing is now ready to print. Step 5, plotting the drawing. Now comes the easy part. All the hard work is behind us. We've switched to layout space, we've inserted a border, we've configured the layout page, and we've created and scaled the viewport. All that is left to do is click on the Plot button up on the Quick Access toolbar, which launches the Plot dialog box. And just to be safe, I'll check a preview. Preview looks great. I'll exit the preview and I'll hit OK. Now because I'm printing the PDF, I'm asked where do I want to save this? What do I want to call it? I'll just save it in my documents under the default name. I'll hit Save. Progress bar runs along, pops up my PDF, and here's our complete drawing. I hope you find this short lesson on plotting useful. If you'd like to see more training videos and courses like this one, head to the Add New Courses section of your CAD community to browse our catalog. I'm Darren Moore for CAD Microsystems. Thanks for watching.